You can talk right to that microphone right there if you'd like, yeah?
May I pass these pictures?
Sure, absolutely.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. I come before you to share my experience working at the Chien Gabriel's Art Kennel during the summer of 2013. I apologize for the graphic nature of my testimony. However, apparently some staff members and officials of Oakland County Animal Control want to gloss over the horrible conditions I found and documented. Starting with my first day on the job at the main kennel on through the next 2.5 months, where each new portion of the house or kennel brought some new horror, and ending by asking you to investigate further into the safety of this house for its occupants and neighbors. With my first step into any of the kennel buildings, I always saw the same mess: dust, dirt, hair, debris, clean and dirty laundry intermixed on top of the furniture, dog crates and on the floor, rodent droppings and flies everywhere. The kennels, crates, and cages all had dust, hair, and broken wires. Most of the runs contained a lot of old and new poop. I cannot describe the smell, besides overpowering, and I quickly learned to breathe through my mouth. The dogs seemed attention-starved, yet friendly, but also crazy. Whenever I petted the dogs, I noticed matted hair, fleas, or both. A few of the dogs had very painful-looking swollen gums. About the third week, Mickey called me into the main floor of the house. That scene and the ones beyond it blew me away. A narrow path meandered through the mess. I could barely see the kitchen counter and sink. One of those disgusting fly strips hung full at the top of the stairs. There were flies everywhere. Cats, birds, fish, and dogs amidst all the clutter. One of the 2 bird cages had so many birds I couldn't find one open perch. About half-an-inch layer of poop covered the bottom of the cage. I also noticed a very ill bird on the bottom. 3 dogs, one with a cone around her neck, were locked in the bathroom. And the puppies, unbearable. The sights on this floor tipped the scales for me. I had started taking pictures the second week of my employment with no objective in mind besides documentation. After seeing the puppies, I started searching the web that night. I did not feel I could trust Oakland County Animal Control. They had, after all, supposedly passed this kennel, even though it was a disastrous mess from one end to the other. I found the Puppy Mill Awareness of Southeast Michigan website and its founder, Pam Sordell. I contacted Pam on the 18th or 19th of July, 2013, and since that time we've been trying to help the inhabitants of that property. In conclusion, I would like to end with a quote from the U.S. Department of Agriculture, Animal Control Policy Number 8, 2001, that time?
You can finish
which states, animals do not need to be in jeopardy of dying to be in a state of suffering.
You're concluding your remarks, so go ahead and conclude them, please. Thank you.
And ask that you continue or reopen the investigation into Gabriel's Art Kennel and the safety of this house for its inhabitants and neighbors, and investigate whether the current leadership of Oakland County Animal Control is proper for that department. Thank you.
Next, we have Bob Afew.